gonna start controlling one leg in between our legs and then keeping one leg on the outside. And I'm just trying to get past my opponent's feet. Steve's trying to keep his feet in front of me, keep me in guard. I'm trying to control the legs and start walking in and keeping his feet on the outside. I'm trying to prevent Steve from putting his feet back in front and regarding. Does that make sense? All right, 1, 2.
Try to bring your feet to his hips. There you go.
I want to start anchoring my position by pinning my knee down. So now, the last game we were not putting the knee down. Now I want you to start choosing a spot. It's usually going to be something where I have cross knee pressure, so I'm like on the opposite knee, or I'm on the same side knee. Both times what I want you to think about is I want to start falling forward, and the only reason I'm not falling is because Steve is framing on me. So I want to be here and try to come through and put my knee on the floor. If I can get here and I can get my knees past, I can establish my pass. Steve is trying to frame and get his feet back in front. Okay? So that's gonna be the battle. So pick your spot here or here and think about driving forward. Trying to keep in this leg spin and trying to keep those feet behind you as you figure out a way to put your weight down and clear your knees through. Does that make sense? All right, 1, 2. Wait, yeah, right this end. What I want you guys to think about is if I'm trying to pass here, some kind of split squat passing, whether I'm the knee cut or I'm in headquarters, right? Very common, this knee comes in, okay? So whenever I'm trying to deal with a knee frame and then there's arms on the way here, is I want to think about either separating the knees or bringing the knees together. So I can bring the knees together. Now the legs are less of a factor. Now I can find a way to get through the arms. I can establish my pin. Then when we talk about separating, I want to put an emphasis today, and I don't only want you to think about doing this motion, right? I can also separate the knees by bringing this knee back, right? So if I'm in the knee shield here and I'm here, like stuff like this, where like this knee comes out, it's just as good as me pushing it out of the way. And I can do that a bunch of different ways. Same thing here. If I'm here and I'm trying to create space here, I'm not only trying to push this way, I can also hike this through, right? I'm creating distance in between both of the knees. Now, again, taking that frame away. I can start working on establishing my chest to chest connection. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Bottom person, we're still playing the game, right? You are working on your frames, you're using whatever you have available, and you try to bring your feet back inside, back in front. Cool? All right, 1, 2.
So you go for the start on the inside?